What's up, everybody? What's up? Happy Pod Day! Yeah! Now, with this very, very special Thanksgiving, Thanksgiving podcast episode. This is not like my normal traditional podcast where you probably get to see me, because guess what? At this point, you're probably cooking, you're probably spending time with your family or getting ready to spend time with your family. So I figured that, hey, you probably be listening more than watching, and that's totally fine. And let me know how you feel about these type of episodes where you're just listening. Um, but welcome to this special Thanksgiving episode on the See.Plan.Do show with me, professional life coach, business coach, mindset coach, Garry O'Neill Jr. And as always, when you see me getting a second helping of the Thanksgiving food, or you see me already packing up my to-go plates as soon as I get there, please, two things. Please mind your business. And always, please don't forget the junior. Shout out to Pops. And again, this wonderful Thanksgiving episode that I just wanted to just drop by. This is not going to be as detailed as season 4. And if you haven't checked out season 4 or season 3 or season 2, or even season 1, hey, make sure you put that on your to-do list. But let's get to our shout outs. Our shout outs today. Thank you. Every single solitary person who has chimed in, who has checked in, who has informed me about how awesome season 4 was. My day one AMON listeners, my corazon, my familia, my peeps. Thank you. My first time listeners or first time viewers, whether you're listening to this for the first time or you're watching any one of the episodes on YouTube or any other streaming platform, people in the country, outside of the country, the international love, I so appreciate it. Every single person that has taken time out of their day, whether you're listening to this after Thanksgiving or you listen to this on Thanksgiving, thank you. You could have literally been doing anything in the world. You have greens to make, you have potato salad to create, you have the house to prep. If you're taking time to listen to this, I sincerely thank you. And we're going to get to this season, this episode entitled Attitude of Gratitude. All right. So let's get right into our See.Plan.Do moment of the week, sponsored by Heart Savers Maryland. So right after this brief commercial announcement, we'll get right to it. All right. Your See.Plan.Do moment of the week is entitled All Things. Maya Angelou has an amazing quote that says, "Be present in all things and thankful for all things." So, with our overview of today's show, we're going to talk about how you can have an attitude of gratitude. All right. I know some people, some of my clients, some people I know, I'm pretty sure on social media, if you've seen people where I guess the attitude of gratitude is gone, it's non existent, it's not there. And so I want to, on this special day of thanks, we go over how you can have and possess an attitude of gratitude, not today, as you're passing around the candied yams or the cranberry sauce, but today, not just today, when you're slicing that turkey or slicing that ham or whatever amazing meals are at your house or where you're going to be. But it's going to be not just today, but every single day. All right. But so Maya Angelou says, "Be present in all things and thankful for all things." That is such an amazing quote by her. So let's get right to our Greenlight Entertainment song of the week. You'll hear a word from our sponsor, and then we're going to hear our amazing clipping of our song, as always, on YouTube. If you are watching this on YouTube, I will post this so that sometimes people may want to see this on YouTube. Unfortunately, not yet. We cannot post the songs, but guess what? The link of the song title will be in the details section below. So make sure you check it out. All right, so let's get right to it. All right, that was your Greenlight Entertainment song of the week. All right, so let's get right into our entree. Usually I have an appetizer, but guess what? I want to get right to it because I had this on my spirit so to speak. I initially wasn't even going to do a holiday episode because guess what? You're spending time with your family, you're creating things, you're cooking things, you're prepping your house, you're receiving your family, your friends. And so a lot of times, if let me pull you behind the curtain, podcast, you may not get as many listens or people have other stuff to do. And it's totally, totally fine. But I just wanted to be able to share this because this is something that I've seen a lot. And again, because you've probably seen it or you might experience it as far as a lack of gratitude. And sometimes we may want to just take a step back and say, how can we be thankful in not just this season, but other seasons as well? So let's get right to it. I have 5 things that I just wanted to highlight for you to have a attitude of gratitude, a better sense of thankfulness, not just in the season, but every other season. So the first thing is do an inventory check. All right. Do a inventory check of your gratitude. So in essence, do a gratitude inventory check. This is where, here's what you're going to do. I want you for the rest of the month as a challenge for me to you, just simply every day when you wake up, just say 3 things that you're grateful for. You can say three things that you're grateful for, or you can keep an inventory journal of things that you are grateful for. Also, use your senses, all right, and look around. Today, if you're listening to this, excuse me, if you're listening to this while you are cooking, just take a moment and just close your eyes and just let your senses let you know what you're thankful for. What do you smell? What do you hear? Take those senses. What are your senses telling you? You can open your eyes and still use that sense. Use those senses to take in the miracle that is you. Yes, I know. We all go through things, but I want you to take in all of these senses, letting your mind receive what your senses are telling you and understand that you are a miracle, that you are a miracle, and that we're alive is a miracle. Take in that you are a miracle and that you being alive in itself is a miracle. All right. So do that inventory check, even today. Just take 3 things that you're thankful for. Number 2, remember the bad. Remember where you were last year, maybe 2 years ago. Remember that poor relationship you were in? You're not in it anymore. Remember that job that you were in? Remember that funk that you were in, whether you were in a funk spiritually, financially, mentally, physically, any place. Remember where you came from to where you are. Remember that. Remember the bad. Remember, hey, if your credit is progressing, remember at one point your credit probably was like 400. I don't even know if I can get to that. But remember you had poor credit, but now maybe you're able to get things. Remember physically, maybe you weren't at your best last year, but now you're able to complete things very easily. Mentally, where were you mentally? All right. Where were you mentally? And look at where you are now. So remember where you came from. All right. Take that inventory and say, hey, you know what? 2 years ago, I wasn't in a good place, but here I am right now in a better place. Does that say that you're in the best place? Hopefully you are. But if you will not, just acknowledging and accepting and being thankful and gracious and having that gratitude that you're not where you used to be is a miracle in itself. So that's number 2. Remember the bad. Number 3, watch your mouth. And we say watch your mouth when we're talking about people who are offending us. When someone says, hey, watch your mouth, you are saying something that is offensive. How often are you going to say watch your mouth to yourself? In addition to removing those complaining, those languages of complaint, I'm not saying that you can't complain. I'm not saying that there may be things that are right now. They may not be the best, but constantly having that language in your mouth, we're not going to be able to see the gratitude of things. If you lost your job, it sucks. I can imagine. But maybe instead of complaining about it every day, now we can look at, hey, maybe I can get to the field that I really do want. Maybe I can start that entrepreneurship that I really, really wanted. Maybe I can take all of this lesson, and apply it to better mindset, a better way of being. So watch your mouth, meaning that, hey, don't say stuff that offends you. Stop the complaining. I'm not saying that you can't complain, but guess what? You can err and acknowledge that, hey, something may not be right. And all I offer you is that, hey, at this moment, take a moment and say, hey, how can I correct it? But simply talking about it, complaining about it every time, calling your friends up and complaining about it all the time, it's not solving anything. If you're an adult, we can use 100% adult thinking, which means that we can solve literally any problem that we have. And if you're listening to this right now and you have a problem that you can't solve, call me up, hit me up. I promise you, every problem has a solution. And if this problem does not have a solution, then we honestly have to accept it as fact. All right. You, in addition to watching your mouth, change your language. Start using thank you more. Use it more, even simple stuff. Thank you for listening. Thank you for listening to the show. Thank you for chiming in on the show. Thank you for being a part of the show. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And it's not just about this. Just go around today and just say thank you. And try and be intentional with your thank you. What are you thankful for? You start using more words of gratitude. That's how we change our attitude. Number 4, stop comparing. Listen, guys, I don't compare myself. I might see people that, hey, I might have an idea, people, places, and things I might say, hey, I want to get to this point. But comparison is the thief of joy. And that's where most of the time, when you are not in a spirit of gratitude, it's because you're looking at someone else's plate. You're looking at someone else's basket. You're looking at someone else's situation, and you're not thinking about your situation. Comparison is the thief of joy. In reference to this podcast, I focus on how Garry can make this the best podcast in his eyes. I'm not worried about another person's podcast, another group's podcast. I'm only worried about my podcast. Can I take information, advice, education from online, in life, out at events? Great, of course. But I'm not going to compare, because I'm going to focus on the amazingness of my show. And just like I want you to focus on the amazingness of you. When we compare our situations to other people, we're not going to be happy. I to do something about it, on me to get the tune up, on me to fix some of the repairs, right? And I did. But you know what happened? While I was at the light being a little upset, a guy in a wheelchair, no arms, well, he had limited mobility in his arms. He didn't have his full arms, no legs. And he was in a wheelchair and he was going across the street. I instantly just shut up. All right. Things could be honestly worse. So I want you to take time To say, you know what, I'm not going to compare myself to anybody. I'm only going to focus on the things that I want to do. I'm only going to focus on the goals that I have for myself. And that's it. Stop comparing. Comparison is the thief of joy. That's a big one. I've seen that too many times happen with people where they're upset. And I'm like, why are you upset? Oh, because this person has this. And I'm like, well, you can't do anything about that person. What do you talk about? All right. And number 5, as I wrap this up on this Thanksgiving holiday episode. And again, if you're taking a moment to listen to this, thank you. First, make me a plate. Okay. While you're listening, hey, make me a plate. Okay. A nice size, happy to go plate. All right. But number 5 in this Thanksgiving episode of Attitude of Gratitude, number 5 is savor the good moments. On this day where we take a moment to give thanks, I'm pretty sure that today there will be some amazing moments where you will really, really feel happy. Maybe you see a relative you haven't seen in a while. Maybe you get to try some of your cousin or your aunts or your uncle's favorite, famous dish they bring to the table. You're going to be surrounded around family and friends, people that you care about, people that care about you. And when those moments happen, take a note briefly of how you feel and just savor it. Savor this time. Savor it. I love food, and when I eat food, I'm not scarfing it down. I want to savor it. All right. I went to a place and they had a very expensive steak. I'm a steak guy. All right. So went there. Oh, and guess what? I took my time. All right. One of my favorite moments today. I'm already letting you know. I'm letting you know what I'm looking forward to today. Today, I'm looking forward to the combination of a fork full of macaroni and cheese and sweet potatoes. People might call them candy yams, sweet potatoes, candy yams, whatever it is. You know what I'm talking about. Actually, the cover art for this episode has exactly what I'm talking about. That's excellence right there. Okay. That fork full of mac and cheese with the sweet potato, might throw some greens in there. All right. But that fork full is what I'm looking for. All right. Yes, I'm here for the turkey. Yes, I'm here for the ham if there's one available. Yes, I'm here for traditional Thanksgiving dinner. I'm here for unconventional, untraditional. I don't care. Is there mac and cheese there? And is there sweet potatoes there? And do I have a fork? I don't even have to have a plate. If I come to your place, you ain't got you ain't got a plate. You're gonna see me hovering over the trays, just letting you know. But some people don't like sweet potatoes. Some people don't like, mac and cheese. That's on them. But today, of all days, I'm looking forward to that. And that when I get that fork full, I'm gonna take my time. Again, it'll be easy to simply chew it up and move on, scarf it down. Yum, 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 yum. It'll be so easy to do that. But I'm gonna take my time and in that moment and enjoy it. And I propose that to you. It's so easy from day to day that we are trying to scarf down the day. I can't wait to get off work. Can't wait for this day to be over. I can't wait for this to end. Savor it. If you're like me, you've probably lost friends throughout the years. You've probably lost communication with family members. You've probably lost out on money or opportunities. And it's okay because guess what? You have opportunities to focus on the quality friendships you have, the quality relationships you have. All right. New opportunities. and above all else, a new mindset about things. So instead of scarfing down the day, just take a moment in this moment, in this period of time, this speck of time, and just savor it. Just savor it. We don't know what's going to happen next year. Think about this. 2 years ago, we didn't know COVID was going to be a thing. We didn't know that Thanksgiving last year was going to be full of masks and social and separation, 6 feet apart. We didn't know that. But look at where we are now. So I challenge you to take your time in all things, whether it's something that you're going through or just a fun, quick moment. And I challenge you to take your time and savor the moment. All right, that is your favorite that you guys have let me know. Your favorite professional mindset and business coach. And that's the end of this holiday episode. Again, I thank you so much. You can check in on season 4 as I'm gearing up for season 5. I have a lot of amazing things that's happening on season 5. A lot of amazing guests that I'm lining up, man. We're going to have fun as we always do. All right. So you can check out season 4 right now. It's uploaded. It's on YouTube and all your favorite streaming platforms. Wherever you listen to music, wherever you listen to your podcast, you can listen there. If you're looking to be a guest on the show or you're looking for sponsorship opportunities, you definitely can take advantage of those. And as always, thank you for being a part of this show. You are the best part of the show. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And until we see each other again, because I'm getting dressed now. I know it's early, but I'm getting dressed right now to go see what's up with my plate. So until we see each other again, guys, because we'll see each other again. Until we talk again, because you're going to let me know. And if you're listening to this today, go ahead and get on. So if you hop on social media today, show me your plate in hashtag attitude of gratitude. All right. Show me what you're eating today. Show me what you're doing today. So until we talk again, because we're going to talk. And until we share those special, special moments again, guys, because we will. Always remember, guys, to see what you want to do. Plan it out as best as you can. And simply do it. All right. Please, please, please take time to savor this moment, savor this time. Tell 3 people you're thankful for them. All right. Write down 3 things that you're thankful for. And also tell yourself you're thankful for you. Give yourself some credit. All right, guys. Bye.